Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing? Okay, I see I'm live. Awesome. All right, so I shared earlier that I was going to come on live and do a quick live. Um, and that's because I have been sharing recently about like the key trends within business analysis. And so I wanted to share, I've been doing a lot of analysis looking at the current job roles that we see out there, looking at the current job titles, looking at the kinds of offers that we're getting from our students in the business analysis school. And so very, very interesting things. But before we get started, let me know where you're joining me from in the chat. Let me know your location. Drop it in the chat. Let's know where you're joining me from today. Hello, everyone. Hi. So I am multi-streaming. Hi, Tina is in Saskatchewan. Okay, Saskatoon. All right. Let me know where you're joining me from. UK. Awesome. In the UK. Awesome. Let me know where you're joining me from. And let me know what you do too as well. All right. So I have been, analyzing business analysis roles, the job titles, the job postings, the kinds of offers that we are getting. Abiola is in London. Welcome. Amaka is in England. Welcome. And so there are really some key things I wanted to share with you all in terms of the kinds of skills that employers are looking for right now, the soft skills, the hard skills, and then also the kinds of job titles that we're seeing too as well, and what I think would be more in demand right now in terms of our roles as business analysts. Nigeria, Regina, awesome. Yeah, drop it in the chat. Let me know you're joining me from. So let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. So let's talk about first of all, like the skills. The truth is, no matter what, the skills will always be what comes first, right? Skills comes first, and then with the skills, we always talk about the soft skills and the hard skills. And soft skills would still remain top two. Soft skills are always communication skills comes first. How you can convey information, how do you communicate? Really important that you are showing how you communicate through your communication skills. And that starts with your resume and your LinkedIn profile. So if you're able to convey your own experience in a way that it comes across as clear, it shows your experience, it has the metrics, then it's obvious that you're not great at communicating. And once you get those interviews, you have to communicate clearly as well. But that's a key skill that we need to have as business analysts, problem solving skills. You need to be able to show how you solve problems, right? How you identify issues and how you also come about with effective solutions. That's really important. Teamwork, right? Teamwork is another soft skill that you need to have right now. And this is basically looking at hundreds of job descriptions and what is really common amongst all these job descriptions. These are common skills that I've taken note of. Teamwork, how you're going to work well with others. A lot of companies are now hybrid. Some are fully remote, some are hybrid. So how well do you work? And then finally, adaptability skills in terms of soft skills. How do you adapt? And are you flexible in terms of change? Because we're seeing a lot of change within the organizations, and how you adapt to new situations at work. So those are very common soft skills that I'm seeing right now. And then in terms of the hard skills, one skill that used to be very much of a nice to have is now becoming more of a must have, which is data. Data analysis skills have now become a skill that 8 out of 10 job descriptions right now are requesting that you have data skills. So if you're that person who used to run away from data analysis or data analysis tools, go back to the drawing board, go take that course, go learn, go watch those videos, take a training. You need to have data skills right now. And you can also do this yourself and look at job descriptions. You would see that about 7 to 8 out of 10 are looking for data skills. So data analysis has now become a highly in demand, must-have skill for us as business analysts. So how do you analyze the data for decision making? Really important. Cleanse the data, transform the data, and then visualization of the data too as well. So once you do that, what are the visualization tools, whether it's Tableau or Power BI, knowing those tools. Business process knowledge is also another hard skill that we're seeing. So understanding business processes, IT systems, software systems, understanding the processes. Process is another hard skill that I'm seeing that's very common amongst all the current job descriptions right now. Another hard skill that is also pretty common right now, and these are skills that used to be nice to have that are now becoming must-haves. Another is financial modeling, data modeling, and analysis. So being able to analyze financial data is also something that we're also seeing as a common hard skill across multiple job descriptions. And then some other technical skills. If you can still see me or hear me, put hi in the chat. Let me know that you can see me or hear me, because I think it froze for a bit. Put hi in the chat if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Put a hi in the chat if you can hear me. All right. Thank you, Ali Madi. Thank you, John. All right. Awesome. So back to what we're discussing. So in terms of technical expertise as well, database knowledge, understanding databases, understanding database structures, and that still goes back to data, right? So don't run away from it. IT infrastructure, right? IT infrastructure systems is also another technical skill that I'm seeing that is more common. And then finally, software. Understanding software systems, understanding the software development lifecycle is a must-have for you right now. So in terms of the tools, you want to know Excel, SQL, and at least Power BI or Tableau in terms of your data skills, right? SQL is really not a hard skill to learn. It's really not hard to learn, and it just takes a bit of practice to really master SQL. Having SQL skills, I'll tell you this for free. Having SQL skills as a business analyst, even though I didn't have any technical skills, having SQL skills really helped me in my roles. And honestly, I remember in one of my roles, I was like a champion in my team because I was the only one who knew how to use Excel. Right from when I was hired, I knew how to use Excel, and I would use Excel to pull data for my colleagues, for other business analysts on my team, because I knew Excel and we're handling a lot of financial data, and they would really just tell me, oh, I'm looking for XYZ, and I'll pull it out and send them the file, right? So it's a great skill to have, having Excel, SQL skills. So make sure that, this is a skill set that you're looking to learn. So that's why right now you want to make sure you have data analysis as a skill set. Understanding business analysis methodologies. So in terms of methodologies, I would be saying looking more into like Agile, Scrum or SAFe. These are typical methodologies that are used. Six Sigma as well, Lean, Kanban. So you want to make sure that you're well versed in all of these approaches, and of course, analytical tools. And of course, our regular Microsoft Office applications will still always come up on job descriptions, and then project management too as well. Project management tools, which could be your Jira, your Confluence, your Asana as well. So I'm actually have a masterclass I'm doing on Saturday, and it's free. You have an option to upgrade if you want to. It's free. It's on Saturday, and I'm sharing my top 5 strategies for 2024. My top 5 strategies for 2024. And honestly, you want to be there because I'm actually sharing more information from all the research I've been doing and how you can leverage, your experience, upskill in this time. And then some other skills you want to have right now is you want to have business acumen. You want to really have business acumen, understanding how organizations make money, what their goals are, how you can align your skill sets with their goals, right? How they can leverage IT to help them, to help them achieve their goals. If you're joining me on like LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube, just comment BA and I'll send you the link as well on Instagram. Just comment BA. So there's that. So having strong business acumen is really important. Leadership and management skills. So if you want to move into a senior BA role, senior data analyst role, senior product manager role, you want to showcase your ability to lead, to develop teams. So even during your interviews, you're talking about your leadership skills. Documentation skills. We have to document. So documenting processes, requirements, that's a skill set that you still need to have and develop. So that's also a skill set that is common on job descriptions right now. And then, of course, Excel. So Excel is a non-technical skill, but it is so required that you have Excel skills. It's required that you have Excel skills. And then also looking at the most common job descriptions right now, and job titles that we're seeing for business analysts. Very interesting. We would always have the typical business analyst job title. Within the job title of the business analyst, we already know what a business analyst does, right? We're analyzing the data. We are collaborating with the teams. We're developing all the resources that are needed. These are typical business analyst roles. We have business intelligence analyst too as well. This is another common job title. So with the intelligence roles, what happens with intelligence roles is that you're using more advanced analytical tools, to analyze data. You are basically managing the data warehouse. You're creating reports, dashboards, visualization, all of that, and also requirements, working with the business requirements. So that's a very common job role that we're seeing right now. Business data analyst. So we're seeing more of business data analyst than just data analyst or business analyst. So basically, companies are looking at how can we, instead of having a data analyst and a business analyst. And the truth is, a lot of companies I worked for, we had business analysts and then we had data analysts, and the data analysts would be the ones that would pull all the data and things like that. But of course, everyone is depending on them. But because I had like SQL skills, I would do it myself. Only when I hit like a brick wall and I needed some help, I would reach out to my data analyst. But we're seeing business data analysts as more common roles right now. So companies are looking for how they can hire someone who has both skills. So I could have as well just said I was also a business data analyst because I knew how to use data tools. So when you know how to use data tools, you're analyzing the data, identifying actionable insights, you're using the data to, recommend solutions, you're providing, insights, you are creating reports, you're using the data to provide, insights into trends, forecasting, and things like that. And you're using that to collaborate with your stakeholders. So business data analyst is also really, really common right now. And it still requires the same data skills that we talked about. There'll always still be, IT business analyst roles too as well. So IT business analyst roles, basically, this person is knowledgeable about IT systems and IT processes, IT solutions. They understand the SDLC lifecycle. They understand different technologies as well. So that's really who the IT business analyst is. Now, not every business analyst is an IT business analyst. So that's something you all need to also know, is that when you are trying to upskill, what kind of roles will be the best for me? If you are more of a technical person, it is really easy for you to move into an IT business analyst role. And even if you're not technical, it's really not hard for you to work in an IT business analyst role if you are able to understand how IT systems work, how technology truly works, understanding APIs, how technologies communicate with each other, what the front end is made up of, what the back end is made up of, all of that, how data is warehoused, how data is passed on from one database to the other, all of those things. right? So IT business analyst is still, a role that we're seeing a lot of hiring for. Business systems analyst. So just similar to the IT business analyst, the systems analyst too as well is involved in the technology solutions that the company needs. Whether they're building it from scratch, whether they are upgrading it. But the system analyst is also involved in business process. So they also do a lot of process work too as well, ensuring that the current systems that we have are, up to date. Do we need to upgrade? Do we need to do we need to build a new one? Do we need to buy a new one? Are they effective? Are they efficient? All of those things. That's what a system analyst is really doing. And they work on a lot of system requirements more than the business requirements. Seems like it's freezing, but okay, if you can hear me, let me know you can hear me. So they're focused a lot more on the system requirements, what the system needs to actually be more functional. So that's what the system analyst is truly working on. They work more on the system requirements alongside the business stakeholders. So that's kind of like the difference. And that's still a job role that we're seeing as well. Another job title is financial business analyst. So financial business analysts are basically business analysts who have financial knowledge, financial background. They work with a lot of financial data, and they're basically guiding the financial decisions of the company. And at a time like this, where companies are looking at their spend, how much they're spending, companies are, focused more on, okay, can we hire financial business analysts to help us guide our spending decisions? Also, we want to make sure that the financial health of the organization, that we're healthy in general. So they are really examining financial data, accessing investment opportunities, any insights in terms of finances. So people that we typically see in finance analyst roles are people who study like accounting and finance or banking, have that kind of experience. These are people that would typically, get into these roles as analyzing financial data, accessing financial impact. That's what they're doing. They're preparing reports. They're collaborating with the business team. They're the ones telling you, no, you can't spend money right now. That's what they do. And they do a lot of financial modeling too as well. And there's tools for the financial modeling that they do, and it's a certain skill set that financial analysts have. Now, another role that we haven't seen, in the last couple of years, that is really new to this space is basically AI business analyst. So AI business analyst is one of the newest and hottest roles right now within the business analysis space. AI product manager roles too as well. AI business analyst is now one of the emerging roles within business analysis. And I think that a lot of people have been saying, I've been reading a lot of articles that a lot of the layoffs have been due to artificial intelligence, which might be true, because I mean, if one can automate anything, why do you need a human, right? If we could automate things, then maybe there's no need for that human. So I believe that all of us need to get ahead of AI and just leverage the power of AI. So for AI business analysts, basically, as a business analyst, what you're doing is that you are leveraging the power of AI to drive innovation within the business and improve business outcomes. The truth is, every company that's forward thinking right now is looking at how they can leverage AI. They're bringing AI into their current solutions, their systems. A lot of the tools you use right now have an AI functionality, and they need business analysts as well to help them with that. So we're trying our best to see, how we as business analysts can get ahead of this AI trend so that we're not left behind. So as the AI business analyst, you're basically specializing in leveraging AI and machine learning technologies to solve business problems. So you're going to be working with the data scientists as well and other stakeholders, identifying opportunities. Where can we leverage AI right now? How can we implement AI within our current solutions that we offer? So that's where the AI business analyst is coming in. And that is like a really hot role that I think like all of us should really start focusing on learning AI and getting ahead into this AI and AI business analyst, AI product manager roles, right? So that's the reason why with roles that are more customer facing, roles like business analyst, product manager roles, where you're doing a lot of interaction with your stakeholders. Stakeholders still rely on you to a large extent, and because of that, you want to make sure that you're getting ahead. If your stakeholders they have fears, they have worries, as a business analyst, you are the one that should be speaking to them about this is what we need to do about AI, this is how we can get ahead of this is how we can leverage, this is how we can be more competitive, this is how we can tap into the market, all of those insights. That's what we should be doing. So as a business analyst, you are basically collaborating with your stakeholders, identifying AI opportunities, developing AI models with the data scientists, testing those models too as well, evaluating all the AI solutions, creating new business processes around AI, and sharing those insights with your stakeholders. And basically just staying updated with the trends. So if you're currently working as a business analyst, I need you to schedule time with your stakeholders. If you haven't done this, do it this week or at most next week. Schedule time with your stakeholders. Ask them, what are their thoughts on AI? What are their concerns? What are their fears? What are they thinking about? How do they want to leverage AI within the organization? We have to stay ahead. We have to stay updated. Do your research. Are there companies in your industry right now that are already leveraging AI? That means that you already have competition that is ahead of you, right? All the tools right now, Salesforce has an AI component, Microsoft does, Google does. All the tools that we use right now have an AI component to it. Zoom does. They all have an AI component to it. So if you are currently working in an organization that doesn't have any AI strategy right now, this is how you can shine, right? Get ahead of it and talk to your stakeholders. Talk to your stakeholders. How do we stay updated with AI? How do we get ahead of this? That's how you can, position yourself. And if there's no opportunity for an AI business analyst currently at your organization, that's a way that you can, tap into this, this emerging role and actually discuss how about, I am very passionate about AI. How about I step into this role to help the company leverage AI right now? And that's another way that you can start to improve, your skills, build experience that can help you move into another role. And with the AI focused roles, the pay is typically higher, and that's just because it's an emerging role, right? So when it's new, not a lot of people have those skills. If you remember, when data analysis and data science was very hot and trendy, that was about the last like 5, 7, 10 years ago. It was really hard to find data professionals, and people who had data skills were paid a whole lot of money. But right now, more people are having data skills right now, so it's not such a tough skill to find talents who have data skills. Same thing with AI, right? So if you're one of the people who have those AI skills right now, then you would be one of the first few people to get ahead of this, excuse me, and possibly earn more money as well. So, even with us at the business analysis school, we are, focused on leveraging AI, data, business analysis methodologies, and then your industry experience, how we can merge all of that to support our students from 2024 and beyond. That's why with our new programs, we're looking at, other emerging skills and how we can implement that. So I'm really excited about this. I have no fears in general about AI. I think once we get ahead of it, we will be fine and learn how to leverage it. Because as business analysts, who else is better equipped to do this for companies if not us? So even with your interviews right now, you should be asking companies, how are they leveraging AI? Another area is cybersecurity business analyst, or cybersecurity analyst is another job title that is, that is getting a lot more common right now. And that is because of, hacking, right? Who here knows someone that's been hacked? Who here has been hacked? I have. My Facebook account was hacked last year. Thankfully, I had the meta verification. So within like 20 minutes, I got it back, right? So a lot of companies have been hacked. Cybersecurity awareness has increased. So companies are implementing the latest cybersecurity technologies. And when there's an implementation, there's a business analyst. When there's an upgrade, there's a business analyst. When there's something new, there's a business analyst that needs to be there. So that's where cybersecurity business analysis comes in, is that companies need business analysts to create the new processes, to work on the implementation of this new methodologies. So those are some trends that we're seeing for business analysis in 2024. We will be going deeper into these on Saturday in the masterclass. It's free and you have the option to upgrade, so you can get more resources and bonuses. You can comment BA and I'll send you the link to the masterclass for you to register. It on Saturday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. We'll be going deeper into each of these roles and what is really required in these roles and how we all can leverage our skills and experiences. So I'll take a couple of questions before I end this live session. Hopefully it's been helpful for someone today. And then finally, I'd like to talk about something a lot of people have been asking me. Industries where they can, hi Kenny, industries where they're hiring right now. So I can't say for other job roles, but what I would say is that for us at the Business Analysis School, our students are getting job opportunities in these industries. One, government. The government is still hiring business analysts. The government is not looking for money or laying off, right? So the government is hiring. Government, and not just the federal government, right? The government parastatals like health, water, right? Insurance, education, all the different government parastatals are hiring. So we're seeing a lot of hiring in the government sector. Second is healthcare. Healthcare is, an industry that would always thrive. People would always buy medication, go to the hospital, get their tests done, take care of their pets, their kids. So healthcare still hiring within healthcare fields. And then finally, another industry that, we're seeing a lot of hiring still, that, doesn't seem to be affected, still hiring for a lot of roles is banking, finance, and insurance. So banking, finance, and insurance, there's still a lot of opportunities there with hiring for business analysts over there. So like I've been sharing, you want to look at industries that are not affected by by the current layoffs, and focus there. I think someone in my connection still got a job. She started a job with Google today. She shared it on LinkedIn, right? So if Google just laid off and they're still hiring for certain roles, then you want to look at, okay, what are the roles that they're currently hiring for? And even if a company just laid off, you want to go to their careers page and see what are they hiring for right now. Also, something that we're seeing is that a lot of companies are hiring more on a contract basis. So if you get an offer like that, there is no big deal. Some companies just don't want to commit on a permanent level. And so you will see like a 1-year contract term or a 2-year contract term. And I think that's still fine as long as you negotiate those contract terms really well. And that's something that, we do for our students, is helping them to negotiate those salaries and those offers. So someone asked, how can I get into BA if I'm not technical? I think I saw that question, but it kind of like skipped. So again, you don't have to be technical. There are so many areas within, analysis or being an analyst. So first is leveraging your own experience. What experience do you have? Have you worked in banking? Have you worked in insurance? Have you worked in oil and gas? Have you worked in healthcare? So we'll start from what experience you already have, because if we start from your experience, then we can now look at opportunities based on that industry you have experience in. And then two, the soft skills you already have. So I talked about soft skills earlier: communication, problem solving, leadership, adaptability, teamwork. So these are still skills that are required regardless of the job title. And then finally, we now look at the hard skills that you need to have. So what skills do you already have? Do you have some skills? Do you know some methodologies? Do you already know some tools? What other tools do you need to learn? Do you need to learn new methodologies, maybe like Agile and Scrum and Six Sigma and the rest? Do you want to get a certification like the CBAP, like the Scrum certification? Or do you want to learn some new tools, Excel or SQL? Do you want to learn some process mapping and modeling tools? So that would help you. And those are not technical tools. So there are many ways that you can leverage your experience. I hope that helps. Any other final questions? So make sure you sign up for the masterclass. Just comment BA and we'll send you the link to the class as well. And it's also linked in my bio. So you can always get that in my bio or my most recent post. The link is right there. Any last questions? Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this session. I hope it's been helpful for you all today. I hope it's been really helpful for you all. Landing a job in 2024 is definitely a hot topic right now, especially with some industries having challenges. But we just need to be a lot more strategic about the industries that we are moving into, the companies too. Some companies are having huge financial crises. And if they're having financial crisis, that means there might be some layoffs. So doing your research too. If you get an offer, do your research. And that's something I've always told our students to do. Research the company, know about their financial health. Do they have products out there? Are they trying to raise funds? Are they a startup? Like, what phase are they in? Interview people in the company too as well, so that you're not caught unawares. All right. I guess we'll wrap it up here. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this session. If you have more questions, just drop it in my comments, drop it in the comments on my posts, and I will respond to your questions. Is RPA also an example of AI business analytics? That's a good question, Juliet. So RPA is robotic process automation. So it is more of automation business analyst. And I've seen job titles like automation business analyst, which basically just means that this is a business analyst who's going to be focused on automating all our business systems. So it's not an AI role. It is more process. It is more of a process role. It's more of a process role. And with even the automation business analyst, there are the technical and not technical parts of the automation business analyst roles. But that's a great question. Thank you for asking. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. If you have more questions, just drop a comment on my post. I will respond when I get the time to. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon and evening wherever you are. I will save this live on my page so you can go back to it if you joined us late, or you can watch it again and take some notes because I shared a lot of good information during the session. Have a great Wednesday, everyone. Bye.